Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday. Before you leave any comments down below, I am aware that my hair looks a little purple. I am using a product that I showed you in my last Ulta haul, and it takes a few washes to achieve the desired results. And so I'm not quite there yet. I've only used it one time, and it's a purple shade. So it is gonna wash out. This isn't anything permanent, but yeah, I think it's kind of fun. So I'm liking the way that it's playing with my gray hair. I have different tones of gray hair or different levels of gray hair throughout this situation here. So certain areas are picking up the color a little bit more than other areas, and it's just very interesting. So anyway, I will of course do a final review once I have achieved the color level that I'm going for with this. But it does look a little bit funny right now, so just bear with me. This was honestly the hardest video. Today's video was the hardest video for me to do in my favorites of 2018 series, because this is all about skincare. And as you guys know, if you have watched my videos for the last few years, I have become pretty obsessive about skincare. I have definitely found that the more that I dive into it, the better my skin looks. I have certainly spent a lot of money on skincare products this year. I've been lucky to have some things sent to me as PR. I've been lucky to be able to try certain things through the Octoly website. It has just given me an opportunity to try a wide range of products at various price points from a lot of different companies, and I feel so fortunate to be able to test all these things out. And as a result, it's difficult for me to try to pull out my favorites, because just this year alone, there were so many great products that I tried that worked incredibly well with my skin. For those of you that are newer to my channel, I do have extremely oily skin. I am 40, so I have aging concerns. I feel like everyone has aging concerns. I tend to not necessarily break out, but I get clogged pores in the way of blackheads, sebaceous filaments, you know, pretty typical stuff. So I have to be really on top of my skincare game in order to keep my skin looking in its best shape. I definitely have a very committed morning and evening skincare routine. I'm sure a lot of you would think it's very excessive. I don't need to use this much stuff. I've just found that my skin looks the best when I use this stuff. So that's thus all of this stuff that I'm going to show you guys today. If you're going to go in the comments and ask, but what about da, 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 da? Please know that it probably would have been in this video if I had an hour to spend about talking about all of the things that I tried this year. Honestly, so many great products. The way that I narrowed this down, it was basically like, what is tried and true? What is the easiest for me to use? What do I know is always gonna work no matter what? Guys, okay, it's my cat and my daughter. I was like, can you guys hear my cat? So these are the products that I just knew would work no matter what, and that I guess got the most joy from. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could have had so many more things or so many different things in here, but this is what I grabbed out of my bathroom. These were the things that I constantly found myself reaching for and just found to be great products with wonderful ingredients that happen to work really well for me. Obviously, your mileage may vary with these products. Just because something works extremely well for me does not mean that it's gonna work just as well for you. skincare really is a trial and error game. Please keep that in mind anytime that you're watching anybody's skincare related video. Just because one person says it works incredibly well for them doesn't mean it's gonna work that well for you. Just because someone thinks that a product is garbage doesn't mean that it necessarily is. It just means it didn't work for that person. It's probably still worth trying if you take a look at the ingredients and you're like, huh, I feel like that might work for me. You know, just try it. Everything is worth a try if it's within your budget, obviously. And, you know, utilize the return policies at these different stores that you're shopping at. Ulta, Sephora, you know, most of the department stores. Like, everybody has a pretty decent return policy. If things don't work, if you have an allergic reaction, if you break out, if it just doesn't work for you, return those products. We're very lucky in the US with that. I realize there's a lot of other companies or a lot of other countries that don't allow returns of slightly used products. I wish that that was a thing everywhere, but it's not necessarily outside of the United States. So something to also keep in mind. All right, I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna spend too much time on any of these products. I will link them all down below. I have talked about everything here in depth this year at one point or another, so I'm sure you've already seen these things in other videos. Paulas Choice Skin Balancing Oil Reducing Cleanser. This just happens to be a go-to. I used a lot of great cleansers this year. See, this is where I want to start plugging a bunch of names in, but I'm not going to. We're just going to go with this. This is a great basic cleanser for those of you with normal combination oily skin types. I even use this to take my eye makeup off. I know, blasphemous, right? I am not someone who uses like a separate like eye makeup remover product. I just don't find it's necessary. I find that this works and it's gentle and I use it and it's great. Toner. I use a lot of great toners this year. The one that I kind of find myself going back to all the time, and there's a specific reason for this one, the Paulas Choice Resist Weightless Advanced Repairing Toner. The toner that comes from the Skin Balancing line is equally as fabulous. The thing that I really like about a lot of the Paulas Choice products is that they contain niacinamide, and niacinamide for me has helped to shrink my pores more than any other ingredient that I have used. It has made the biggest difference in the overall look of the texture of my face because my pores are so much smaller, significantly smaller. They still exist, don't get me wrong. I don't have like smooth baby butt skin, but oh my gosh, it's made a big difference. And this definitely has niacinamide in it. In fact, it's one of like the first few ingredients in this particular toner. This helps to minimize pores. It helps to remove any remaining traces of makeup. It helps to keep skin looking firmer. It just does such a beautiful job of preparing the skin for the remainder of your skincare regimen. Typically, I will only use a toner at night after cleansing. By the way, you're not seeing my Clarisonic in this video because I already mentioned it in the gadgets. So that's where that went. But yeah, this just, it's fantastic. It also helps to reduce redness. It's fabulous. It's a fabulous toner. I feel like I should have popped this in right after the cleanser, but my scrub for the year, I know that not everybody believes in using facial scrubs, and I 100% get it. There are certain skin types, super sensitive, very delicate skin. Do not use a scrub on your face. It's not for you. I have very tough skin. It seems like it's very thick, hardy skin. And I still love the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But I find that the Dermalogica multivitamin thermofoliant is just as effective for the most part, and it's a great product at a lower price point than the Exfoliate, so I can find myself going to this time and time again. Exfoliate will be a part of my skincare collection again at some point for sure. There was a time where it was like they had a 5-ounce tube of it on Costco, and I'm kicking myself for not buying it back then because I want to say it was around $100. And I know that's crazy expensive, but it's really expensive in like the 2-ounce tube. I think it's like $80. It's insanely priced. I wish that the price of that particular product was a little bit lower, but it does work really well. However, this mostly gets me the same results. It's much more affordable, and I like it. I like Dermalogica. They're a really great brand. Let's do eye creams. Okay, first, I don't have this one to show you, so I kind of brought in another one that was gonna be runner-up anyway, but the Pericone MD Preempt Series Brightening Eye Cream, fabulous. You heard me talking about that so much at the beginning of the year. I used it up in a Project Pan video series that I did. And then I started using this, and this is fabulous as well. This is the Eminence Wild Plum Eye Cream. It's wonderful, you guys. It not only hydrates the under eye area really beautifully, but it seems to brighten that area for me. It doesn't cause milia at all. It kind of like, because it's so hydrating, it sort of puffs the skin up under there. So it makes those little tiny lines that I'm starting to get like right underneath my lash line much less pronounced. It doesn't cause my makeup to crease. So when I take my powder foundation up underneath my eyes, it doesn't cause that to crease throughout the latter part of the day. It's just a really great eye cream. Plus, there's a huge amount in here. Most eye creams are like ½ an ounce. This is 1.05 fluid ounces. It is kind of expensive. You can find Eminence at Derm Store, which is where I got this from. So yeah, this is gonna last me forever. This is an insane amount of eye cream, but it's really, really, really good. So in terms of moisturizers, I could have picked so many different moisturizers. I mean, so many. I decided to go with kind of a more affordable option because a lot of what I'm talking about here is pretty expensive. Derma E is a like drugstore skincare line. You can find it at Ulta, or you can purchase from their website. This is the Skin Restore Advanced Peptides and Collagen Moisturizer. This is just a really great basic moisturizer, you guys. I've used quite a bit of this already. I don't know if you can see that nice little dent in there. I love to use this on my face. I love to use it on my neck. I find that it plumps my skin up with hydration and moisture. It doesn't clog my pores, doesn't make me break out, and it's like just a really great moisturizer. I tend to favor stuff like this on my face more so in the winter because it is a little bit richer. Not rich in the way that it's like greasy, but it takes a little bit longer to soak in. But this on my neck is fantastic too. If you are not bringing all of these things down onto your neck, you should, because this ages just as much as your face does, so take care of your neck. But this is a great affordable option for a moisturizer. Honestly, everything that I've tried from Derma E has been fantastic in terms of their skincare. If you are looking for a more affordable option to any of these things here, try out Derma E. They really are a great skincare line for sure. Vitamin C. I'm gonna give it to Dr. Loretta this year, and I'm also tossing in her Intense Replenishing Serum because you're actually supposed to use these two together. I don't think you have to. You can just purchase this by itself. This is her Intense Brightening Cream. This is a 20% vitamin C. It is L-ascorbic acid. For me personally, I find that vitamin C works. I know there's a lot of people that are saying vitamin C is unnecessary, that it doesn't really do anything for your skin. I find it does for me. It gives me a much brighter, more refined look to my skin. If I have any like hyperpigmentation from like a little breakout or something, I do find that when using a vitamin C religiously following that like little breakout or scab or whatever, it takes away the hyperpigmentation from that much quicker than if I were to just leave it on its own and do nothing. So I don't know. I'm still a proponent of vitamin C products. You do as you wish, obviously. These two are great together, but I think you can just purchase this by itself. Again, it's spendy. I know, but a little bit does go a long way. And Dr. Loretta, once again, has a really great skincare line. You can find this at Derm Store as well. Duh. Of course this was gonna be in here. These two are like big duh products for me. You guys knew these were coming. The Resist 10% Niacinamide Booster. I just use this straight up on my face. It's a booster, so you can put it into whatever you want here. You can put it in with your vitamin C, you can put it in with your moisturizer. Use it straight up, which is what I do. So every morning, this goes on my face. And this 100% has helped to shrink the look of my pores. It smooths my skin. It's fabulous. Enough said. We've talked about it on way too much this year already. The Resist BHA 9, this is what I use to keep my blackheads under control. This is a pretty strong 9% beta hydroxy acid solution here. It feels oily. I only use this at night. I just use it as a maintenance product now. The first time that I tried this, I used it every night, sometimes every other night for like months. To start seeing the real results of my blackheads just disappearing off of my face. It takes consistency with this product, but dang, it eliminated the blackheads for me. It helps to keep the sebaceous filaments at kind of a minimum level. You're always gonna have those if you have enlarged pores, but blackheads, I just don't get anymore. And it's thanks to this. It's a spendy product. A little bit does go a long way. I use it on all the areas of my face where I am blackhead prone, which is like the T-zone. It's wonderful. There's a lot of Paulas Choice in here. Paulas Choice is a great brand, you guys. I find their stuff to be very no nonsense. They're very straightforward. They do their research. I've loved the line for a really long time. If you've been with me, you know that. The Paulas Choice Resist 1% Retinol Booster is my choice for the retinol that I like to use. Once again, it's a booster. You can put it in with your moisturizer if you want. I just use it straight up. Helps with keeping surface cell texture down. Just really a great product to keep my skin looking clear, keeping things fresh. I only use this twice a week maybe as a great maintenance product. It's wonderful. I just realized that I don't have an AHA product in here. I'm gonna give it to, once again, the Paulas Choice 10% AHA weekly. I think it's the weekly product. I will link it down below. Stella, can you be just a little bit more quiet, please? Thank you. Sorry, you're in mommy's brain and she can't think when you're in the background. I will link the AHA product that I'm talking about down below, but yeah, great. The oil. It was between this and the Biossance, and I love the Biossance Squalane oil, but it's probably always gonna go back to the Drunk Elephant Virgin Luxury Marula facial oil. There are less expensive marula oils out there. I don't think you have to do the Drunk Elephant one. I find that this one absorbs the quickest for me, which I like because I have very oily skin. I don't like the feel of like heavy things on my skin because my oil feels heavy on my skin. So this soaks in very quickly. I have found that using an oil on my oily skin has actually helped to slow the production of my oil. So keeping things hydrated makes my skin think, oh, we don't need a bunch of extra oil. So I am a big proponent of using oils on oily skin. And this one has just always been my favorite. It has been ever since the first time I tried it. You can find, like I said, less expensive options out there. Maybe try those first. If you find that they work for you, stick with that. Simple as that. This one, I'm probably gonna repurchase this one, personally. Okay, the mask. Okay, this was tough because once again, I have so many amazing masks that I tried this year. I feel like you know what's coming. This is the Pharmacy Honey Potion. I just love this mask, you guys. It's a hydrating mask. You would think with my oily skin that I'd be more prone to recommending something that has like charcoal or kaolin or something like that as the main ingredient, like a more drying type of mask, but this hydrating mask is amazing. I am actually, whenever I can get little sample sizes of this, I've been doing that. So like 100 point perks or in different like kits that you can get at Sephora. I will always grab those because it's such a great mask, you guys. It really truly is. When you put it on, it's a very luxurious experience. It feels very hydrating. It plumps up my skin. Honey has antibacterial products, so if you are prone to breakouts, it can definitely help sort of soothe those. It's not gonna like cure them for you, but it helps to soothe them. And I don't know, this is just the mask. This and the Glow Recipe Watermelon Sleeping Mask, I mean, I could have totally brought that in here too, and it would have been like just as great of a recommendation. I just like masking in general. There's so many great options out there, and yeah, I decided to go ahead and plug this one in. I think the packaging's kind of fun too. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt because it's gonna be hard to get down the sides here, but I haven't even gotten that far into this one yet because, like I said, I've been using the little samples that I've had, and they're fantastic. They're amazing. And after those samples, I went and bought this at Sephora full price. I didn't even wait to get that on sale. I was like, I love this, and I always wanted it in my life, so it's amazing. All right, that's everything that I have for you guys today. It's a lot. And really anything that I've recommended this year, I still stand by those products 100%, and I wish I could have just included like an entire bucket's worth of products in here, but these were the ones that just stood out the most to me. And yeah, let me know what your skincare favorites were this year. Leave them down below in the comments, and maybe I will find something new to try in 2019. I'll put the links for everything down below if you want to go read up some more about these products, read about ingredients or other people's reviews. Do your research when you're purchasing skincare. It is really important, and yeah, don't take just one person's word. All right, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.